we will be learning about regular verbs in past simple tense. Do you remember? Past simple tense is used to talk about something that happened in the past. Some words we use to show past simple tense are yesterday, last month, last year, ago, and last week. We can also use in 1980, which is a year in the past that shows past tense. We also learnt about the three forms of past simple tense. They were 1. The positive form. In this form we have the subject, verb to, and the object. For example, Donna visited Paris last year. Donna is the subject, visited, verb to, and object is Paris. Form 2. The negative form. We have the subject plus didn't plus verb 1 plus the object. For example, Donna didn't visit Paris last year. Donna's the subject, didn't, visit is verb 1, and the object is Paris. The third form we learned was the question form. In this form, we use did plus the subject, verb 1, and the object. For example, did Donna visit Paris last year? We have did, the subject which is Donna, visit which is verb 1, and the object which is Paris. Remember, it's a question, so you need to put your question mark. There are two ways of answering this question. You can answer in the affirmative, which is the yes answer, or the negative, which is the no answer. Example, did Donna visit Paris last year? Yes, she did, affirmative. Or, no, she didn't, negative. Now, when you're forming a sentence in simple past tense, remember there are two types of verbs. There's the regular verb and the irregular verb. In today's lesson, we will be learning about the regular verb in past simple tense. In past simple tense, you add ed to regular verbs. For example, play becomes played, work becomes worked, stay becomes stayed, and listen becomes listened. All these words, when changed to past simple, have ed end in them. There are some special rules of spelling that we need to remember. When writing certain words in past simple tense, we need to remember these rules. When the verb ends in E, add only D to the word. For example, arrive. It ends in E, so the past simple tense would be arrived with a D. The second rule, if the verb ends in a vowel plus Y, add ed. For example, the word play. It ends with A, which is a vowel, and Y. So, you add ed to play in the past simple tense. Played. Rule 3. If the verb ends in a vowel and a consonant, you double the consonant and then add ed. For example, the word stop. It ends with a vowel O and a consonant P. You double the P and add ed. So, in past simple tense, stop becomes stopped. P-E-D. Finally, If the verb ends with a consonant and the letter Y, you change the Y to I and add ed. For example, the word study. Study ends with the consonants D and the letter Y. So, in past simple tense, you change the Y to I and then you add ed. Studied. Let's do this activity. Let's change the following words to past simple tense. Dance, watch, chop, need, cry, use, fetch, skip. Dance becomes danced. Watch becomes watched. Chop becomes chopped. Need becomes need. Cry becomes cried. Use becomes used. Fetch becomes fetched. And skip becomes skipped. Remember to always use your special rules of spelling. Thank you once again for paying close attention to today's videos. Remember to always practice, 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 and see you in our next video. Bye!